Hello, brilliant entrepreneur. It's Tash Corbin here, and welcome to another quick tip with Tash. And today I'm actually answering a question, and that question was, Tash, what do I do if I'm in a Facebook group and I'm not loving it? Should I stay or should I go? Now, it's a really interesting question because in the past, I probably would have said, well, just go. It's fine. Just leave it. It's better off not being in your newsfeed. But to be 100% honest with you, sometimes it's in your best interest to still stay in the group, even if you're making a decision not to be an active participant. And two of the big reasons are, number one, what if someone wants to tag you? If someone, for example, is looking for a Facebook Pages expert and you happen to be a Facebook Pages expert and they want to tag you where someone's asking, then they're not able to do it if you're not a member of the group. So it is often better for you to just stay and turn off all your notifications and not post in there actively. And then the second reason is sometimes a group will go through a bit of a transformation. It will have a really big surge in engagement. Or maybe the host runs a great party, or they have like a swapsy thing going on, or there's a really cool promo. And all of a sudden, this group that was probably a bit stagnant and you didn't really love it that much has had a bit of a resurgence. And you don't get to see that or have that, understand that that's happening because you've left the group. Now, this has actually happened to me more often than not, is that I see some groups that I think I'm going to leave because I'm not really into them. And then actually I'm seeing a lot of people really starting to understand how great groups work. And so they're changing some things up, running some cool competitions or having some great ways where they're getting people engaging, and the group goes through this beautiful resurgence. And I then love being in the group because I love being part of that. So my advice is, if you're in a group and you don't love it, rather than leave the group straight away. Now, if it's a decision based on I have a philosophical disagreement with the group administrator, I've had a few of those in my time, then absolutely leave the group. I was in a group once where the leader of the group was screenshotting herself trolling people on their ads and making fun of them and then sharing it back into her private group, and she was all excited about being the best ads troll on the internet. And I was like, well, trolling actually is a really close subject to my heart. I have had people in my life who have been trolled on the internet, and it actually is really, really serious. And I don't actually think that this is trolling. I think, some of this is just, being funny and sarcastic, and that's totally okay. But making light of being mean to other people is totally against my values. So I'm not going to be in this group. So I just left. So there are times where you just leave. But if the reason why you don't love the group is simply because it's not as engaged as you would like, or maybe there's not all the target market that you thought that there was, or you're just finding it's a one-woman show because the leader is just constantly talking about themselves and no one else is posting. Or sometimes I leave groups because they don't have theme days, and I go in there 4 days in a row and I don't know what to post because there's no guidelines. I love working to a framework. So sometimes for me, it's just that they don't have the guidelines or the framework that I need to feel like I can engage in the group really well every day. So if I feel like I might be wanting to leave one of those groups, what I do instead is I just turn off all the notifications, and for a few weeks, I just see if it pops into my newsfeed, and whatever pops into my general newsfeed, I will engage with it if it's relevant to me. And if I feel pulled, usually I'll be waiting for the kettle to boil or something, and I'll see something in my feed. If I feel pulled to go and post in that group, I will here and there, but I won't post promos. I will only promo free things if I think about it, but I'm mostly just keeping things a little bit warm in that group when I see it. Now, generally what happens is that group goes out of my feed because it's not actually an engaged group in the first place. And so it will just disappear out of my feed. I won't be getting notifications about it. And it will just sit there as a nice, quiet group for me. If someone tags me, I get a notification about that anyway, so I don't have to have any FOMO about what's going on in the group. If, as I explained, sometimes it goes through this resurgence, you will start seeing posts from that group in your newsfeed a little bit more, because Facebook will see, oh, lots of people in this group are starting to engage, it's starting to get lots of conversations happening, there's lots of comments going on. Maybe, Tash, you want to see this in your newsfeed as well. So it will start putting them back into your newsfeed here and there, and you can make a fresh decision then whether you want to stay or whether you want to go. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick tip with Tash. Until next time, I cannot wait to see you shine. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.